Hey Moon Guiders, Ashley Aries Moon coming with another pick a card reading. And this one is called What is Your Ex Telling Others About You? And or why the relationship actually ended. Okay, so this one we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to start off with their energies, which is what you see up here. This is the energy that they are currently in. As you see, it's nothing but nice in pages up here, which are, depending on the circumstances, pretty good energy, but not the greatest of energy, right? So then we're going to go towards what energy do they wish to be in the future. Do they have aspirations to grow, things of that such, move along in their life, things of that. Then we're going to go to what they are saying about you and why the relationship actually ended. Okay, I usually end all my readings with a message from spirit, but this time I'm going to end it with one of my group therapy cards. Okay, and as we all know, I would usually read maybe one or two, maybe three on here, and then I will post the rest on the community board if you want to see them. And I'm going to post them regardless, so you can actually read them for yourself and have them for later, things of that such. Okay, so that's how we're going to do this reading. I hope it resonates. I hope you really like it. If not, you just like the story of hearing what other people are going through, then that's cool too. So like, share, subscribe, also comment. Even if it doesn't resonate, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. All right, pile number one. So this is your reading for what is your ex telling people about you and why the relationship actually ended. All right. So we're going to start with what type of energy your ex is in. All right. Remember, this could be male or female. It doesn't really matter, So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. All right. So this person is, of course, in this toxic energy. Okay. It's very, very toxic. They're bound and tied to their thoughts. Okay. It's like what they think and what they say is truth and no one else's is truth. And if anyone tries to dispute that truth, they will try to cut your head off. Okay. They will try to belittle you. They will try to make you feel insecure, insignificant. They will try to make you feel like you are just completely shit. Like you're nothing, okay, at all. Okay, this person's the type to blame the world for their money problems, for their mental health issues, for their physical, whatever they got going on. This is the mind frame this person is in. They are in a victimizing mind frame, okay, and they are tied to it. It's like it's hard for them to get up out of it. It's hard for them to believe that they might be the issue and not everybody else, okay? This person is waiting on apologies. This person is waiting for opportunities to come to them, okay? Don't get me wrong, because they are the type to go towards the opportunity, but it's like the opportunity has to come towards them first, and then they'll meet them the rest of the way. Things of that such. It's like they feel entitled to people doing things for them, people bringing them opportunities, people giving them money, giving them things of that such. And truthfully, this could have been how they was raised, people they were in relationships with. Does not have to be you. Maybe have enabled them in that type of energy, constantly gave to them, constantly, pleaded with them, said I'm sorry for things that they shouldn't have even been sorry for. The other person the ex was probably wrong in the whole situation, but they still made you feel like, you had to apologize and things of that such, because that's just who this person is, okay? I'm getting sociopath, okay? I'm getting this person wasn't the type to feel a lot. This person is more on the logical base, on the show me the evidence, show me the proof, and that's how we will move on. And even if you show them the evidence and show them the proof, it's still like their ego is not going to allow them to just let it be, let it go. It's like they have to be number one. They have to one up you. They have to be the one to win the game. They have to be the right one. And that's just it. They're bound and tied to this. It's actually killing them slowly because it is affecting their relationships. Not just with you, but with other people in general, okay? This person, the type of energy that this person wants to be in, which they could be in, is of course this King of Wands energy, okay? So the King of Wands energy, you know, he's a go-getter. He's about his business. He's about his money. He's about his family, you know, protecting his family, making sure his family is good, making sure they're ready, making sure he look good, making sure he smell good, making sure he's in his power, and really exuding that towards everyone, okay? He is the law of his land, okay? If not everyone's land, okay? And he will do anything to protect it, even fight you, okay? This is the type of energy this person wants to be in, okay? This is the type of energy he wants his head game, his mind game, his physical body, his soul to be in. He doesn't want to be in these sun energies anymore. He doesn't want to be in this toxic energy. He wants to be able to control the energy, okay? He wants to be able to maneuver how he wants to through life and make shit happen on his own and things of that such. He wants to be the teller of all tales, okay? So that's the energy this person is in, the energy this person wants to be in. This person can be loyal at times, but it's only to the people that he deems fit. So be mindful of that. If he didn't deem you worthy of being loyal to you, that's why he probably messed you over, okay? And then blamed you in the crossfire, you know, because he didn't want to take the blame for it, because remember, he's still in Son of Swords, Son of Pentacles, in the devil type of energy, you know. He's not fully in this King of Wands energy, because the King of Wands, he ain't gonna give a fuck, okay? He's not. He's gonna say, yeah, I told that bitch this. Yes, I did. Yes, I don't fuck with her no more. Yeah, I'm the cause of it. I don't care. Moving on. It is what the fuck it is. We're not together. No more reason to tell you nothing else, because the issue is deaded. The relationship is deaded, you know. That's the type of energy he wants to be in, but he's not in that energy. So let's move right along to, what is he telling others about you? So what is your ex telling people about you and why the relationship actually ended, okay? So what they're saying is, basically, they feel like you wanted more for yourself. You wanted more from your ex than what they could or what they were willing to give to you. They let you know that up front. They felt like they were, you know, very blunt with it, very articulate, like they told you what it was. And they feel like you just feel like you can either change them, or later on it would change down the line. Things of that such. You wanted something to happen that they were not ready for to happen, not just for the relationship, but for themselves in general. Like, they were in a lower energy than the page, and you wanted them to become a page, and then become a knight, and then become a queen, the king, and things of that such. Ultimately ending in the emperor type energy, because you wanted to make moves, you wanted to build, you wanted to do what relationships, you know, usually lead to. The outcome usually leads to married, children, things of that such, you know, home, house, stuff like that. And they were not ready for that. They were not ready to face certain things. They still had stuff from their childhood they had to deal with. They still had a lot of things that were holding them and tying them down that they were not ready to let go of, or scared to let go of. And they felt like you just said, well, I can't do this no more. Even though I love you, even though I want to be with you, I got to go do what is best for me. I got to go and build my ships, and so that I can sell out and, you know, get what it is that I need and deserve. And then hopefully along the way, I will find somebody who is also on that mission, and we can, you know, get together and do what we got to do. All right. They are telling people that even though y'all are not in a relationship, some of y'all, not all of y'all, some of y'all are still coming back trying to make things work. You know, trying to, you know, beg them to come back, or not even beg, just ask them to come back, you know, if they got their shit together, things of that such. Some of you have already committed to others and are in promising relationships and moving forward. Some of you are really in y'all divine feminine type energy. And if you notice, you're in the Mother of Wands energy, okay? The energy that they want to be in is the King of Wands, which is the suitor of the Mother of Wands. They want to match your energy. Some of you, not all of you, okay? okay? The ones that they want to match the energy for, they want to be with you. They want to be on your level. They couldn't do it when you needed them to do it, but they feel like now that they are growing and they are seeing life through different perceptions and things of that such, even though they are in night energy in some page, it's like they feel they can still grow and become what it is that you need to be, as long as the goal is who you need them to be or who they desire to be, which is your divine counterpart, the King of Wands energy. So this person still wants to be with you for some of you. For others of you, they don't feel like they can match your energy. They feel like it's just a fantasy of becoming what it is that you need, what it is that they know that they deserve to become, but they are scared to make those changes, take that leap of faith and things of that such. They feel like they're bound and tied to whatever it is, their addictions, whether it's to porn, food, to, self-doubt, insecurities, whatever it is that's tying them down. People, they just feel like they can't escape it, so they're always going to be stuck there. And this is just their karma, or this is just their life, the hand that they were dealt. They don't know how to change it. And so some of them, they're speaking, nicely about you. They know what it is. You got up out the darkness. Whatever y'all were going through, you were able to leave and find your power again and really transform into whomever it is that you wanted to be in. Some people are saying you're very ungrounded and shaky and you don't know what it is that you want, but you're going to go out on a leap of faith and go ahead and try and do what it is that you want. Some people are saying that you too are in the same type of energy that they are in, but you are portraying that you are not in that energy, that you are in a higher energy and things of that such. Either way, the energy that I'm seeing you in is in this Queen of Wands energy, which is a very powerful energy. You are very intuitive. You're very in tune with self, with spirit, with whatever you have going on, and just keep going down on that route, because this person sees it. They know it. They just don't want to admit it, because then they will have to look into their darkness and really assess it on a deeper level for some. And for the ones that have already done it, they see what it is and they want to get on your level, and they are trying. So be mindful of the triers and the ones that are just trying to drag you down because they don't know how to come up, okay? So now we're going to go to your group therapy cards. All right, pile number one, this is your group therapy cards. I will only read 2 of them, but all 5 will be posted on the community board, so you can go and look at them, go over them, and things of that such, okay? But I'm going to read the title so you know which pile is which yours, okay? We have outside perspective, emotional regulations, honor your feelings. We have we can all be winners, distress, tolerance, okay? And then we have affirmations in a box, okay? I'm going to read these 2 down here. And remember, all 5 will be posted on the community channel board, okay? On my channel. All right, so we have outside perspective. Tip. It always helps getting an outside perspective to get us unstuck from old ways of thinking. Activity. Ask everyone to think of a few repetitive, unhealthy thoughts that they are willing to share. Go around the room and have each person offer a recurrent negative thoughts, all right? Then have the person next to them dispute it from the benefit of an objective perspective. After everyone gets a turn to express their thoughts and get a different point of view from others in the group, have members share how it felt, all right? Getting help with disputing our irrational thinking can help us get unstuck from repetitive and self-sabotaging thoughts, okay? Then we have emotional regulation. Honor your feelings. Tip. Feelings and emotions are an important part of being human. Don't judge or criticize them. Activity. Ask the group these questions. Do you judge your feelings and think you shouldn't feel a certain way? Do you react to feelings without first identifying what they are? Then ask the group to share one feeling they try to avoid and have them imagine how they might felt if they embraced and trusted that feeling instead. Trust the wisdom of your feelings, respect them, and don't should them away. All right, so that was your reading. I hope it resonates. If it does, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. All right, pile number 2. So this is your reading for what is your ex telling others about you and why the relationship ended. First, we're going to start with the energy that they are in, okay? So your ex seems to be in this lover boy type energy, okay? It's giving a lot of Drake vibes, okay? To me, with the Knight of Water, this in the Knight of Wands, this is the type of person that loves the idea of being in love but not actually being in love. They are very lustful, sex driven, and they can be very emotionally manipulative, okay? This person does have the drive, the ambitions to sustain a great career. They probably have money on their side, or they know how to obtain money. This person is very strategic when it comes to how he moves up the ladder in his career path. Like, it's like when it comes to career and where he chooses to stay, the family he chooses to, build with or build in general, is on point. Like, he has that down pat. He knows he can't fuck that up because that's survival. His survivor skills are on 10. He knows what it is, okay? He knows he needs the money, so he goes out there and get the money, whether he has to work or get it from whomever he has to get it from. This can be a woman, man, if it's the man, woman towards man, things of that such. So they gonna get their money by any means necessary to sustain the life that they choose to live comfortably in, okay? This person is that lover boy type of energy, though. They could have multiple women in and out, whether you know about them or not. They could be in the fast lane when it comes to these type of stuff, meeting them in clubs, meeting them, at parties and things, different stuff like that. They're very in this lustful type energy. So it's like they work very, very, very hard, but they also know how to play, but they don't play as much as they work. They know that work is survival, money is survival, and they have to keep that, okay? Now, the energy that they're trying to be in is they want to be a jack of all trades. So not only do they want their career, their environment, their security intact, they also want to be the player of all players. They want multiple women in and out of their homes, but they also want a wife at home. So it's like they want to have double lives. It looks like one that they can fulfill fantasies in and have fun with, and just do whatever with no consequences and things of that such. Maybe an apology here and there just to sustain, their reputation, or to keep the women off their back, not telling their wife or different stuff. But then they also want the family and a wife at home that they can go to with home cooked meals, and just the thought of what happened through the day, even though the wife doesn't know. It's some weird sadistic type stuff. It's crazy to me, but they want all of that. They want everything. They want to feel. They want to the adventure. They want it all. They don't want just the home life and the security. They want that. They need that, but they want everything else with it. They want to have the fun. They want to be the major playboy. They want everyone to know their name. They want all the women to say, great things about, their penis, or great things about how they have, done for them, paid their bills, things of that such. But at the same time, it's like they don't want their wife to know. It reminds me of that DJ Envy situation when he moved his wife out to like the boondocks while he stayed in the city and took his mistress out or and about, like everywhere. Like everybody knew they were together. Like not married, of course, but they all knew that they were together, and they all knew that he had a wife at home. The only person who didn't know anything was the wife at home. And then she ends up finding out, and of course DJ Envy had to go on the radio and apologize, cry, all that bullshit, and say his mistress was nothing but a hoe and all this extra stuff. Mind you, him and his mistress was together for years, so she was more than a hoe, and everyone knew that. But he wanted to keep his wife, and he wanted to keep all that shit, so he had to just throw her to the wolves, basically. And I think it was Erica Mena, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's who he did that to. Anyways, we're going off into some gossip stuff, but that's who this energy reminds me of. Wants the wife at home while he can parlay in the city with his mistresses, because he wants more than two. All right, so let's go to, what is he telling about you? All right, so let's see. What are they saying about you to others? Okay, so of course they do see you as the wife at home. You could have been the wife at home, but it's like you wanted more for yourself. You wanted more than to just be the wife at home. You also wanted to be the career-driven one. You know, you didn't want to stay at home and raise the kids and cook and clean. And of course, even if you did that, you still wanted to create your own business. You wanted your own things for yourself. You didn't just want to, ride his coattail or things of that such, because you had your own mind. You had your own ambition. You had your own strengths that you wanted and talents that you wanted to really, pick at and show the world and things of that such. Okay, you had your own money. You had your own abundance coming in. You had your own things that was moving for you. Okay, you were healing yourself. You could be a reader. Maybe you was healing others. Maybe you was doing tarot readings. Maybe you was doing things of that such. You was really doing things that healed you from traumas that happened in your past, and like you were, getting out of a dark space. Okay, of course you still had some, creaks and bends, but it's like you was really trying to get out of it. The problem is your feelings were still stuck in the past. Okay, maybe you knew he cheated and it hurt you, so you couldn't get over it. Okay, you couldn't move on. Maybe you felt like something was missing. No matter how much nights he would come home, it still seemed like his mind was somewhere else. His heart was at home, but his mind was somewhere else. You wanted everything. You didn't just want his penis here and his heart here, and his mind was somewhere else thinking about somebody else and things of that such, because you don't truthfully know what's going on and things of that such. Okay, you have a lot of fives here, so he felt like you were always arguing with him, picking at him, nagging at him. He felt like you felt that it was so much going on that y'all could not overcome anything. You didn't want to work at it after a while. You just wanted to just be at peace for yourself, and being at peace for yourself meant leaving him alone and doing things for yourself and on your own. And even if you are with someone else, you still left with the mind frame of self-love and just, I gotta do this for me. I gotta move on for me. I can't keep staying here with you and you are trying to mindfully be somewhere else, or even sometimes physically be somewhere else. Okay, you are weighing me down, even though you were initially saying that I was weighing you down. So truthfully, this person is telling someone the truth. They're not lying, because they knew who you were to them. You were the one that they wanted to marry and be the wife. But they knew also that what they wanted, an addition that you did not know about, you was not going to go for. And they knew that. They knew the wife wasn't going to go for that. Now, some women do. Some women like that type of stuff. Some women cool with that. They have an understanding, and that's their understanding. But they feel like you was not going to be understanding of that, okay? And you weren't. So they probably tried you a couple of times, and you came out fighting. You came out with the verbal altercations. You came out with the physical combat. You came out with all that stuff till the point where you finally said, I have to go. I can't leave. I have to move on for myself, and things of that stuff. This person isn't really saying anything bad about you. This person is mostly just saying that you are overcoming things that you couldn't overcome with them, because they were adding on to the pain. They were adding on to the disarray and things of that such. So they're really rooting for you in a sense, but at the same time, they want you to come back and be the wife, the homemaker, the baby maker, and things of that such. And then that's about it, and so they can continue on with their plans, because they don't see anybody being in the same energy that matches theirs. They are already in the king of earth energy, which is the king of pentacle energy, and you right here are coming out as the queen of pentacles. Y'all both have the same type of ideals when it comes to how you're going to live your life, how you're going to raise your family, how many kids you're going to have. Y'all already sustained a blueprint of what y'all wanted, and now it's just like, well, now you need to just come back so we can continue it and move on. But they feel like you're just doing you, and that's, in a sense, your justice. Even though they don't like it, it's your justice. You doing what's best for you. All right, so now we're going to go to your group therapy cards. All right, pile number 2. So this is your group therapy cards, okay? All 5 will be posted on the community channel board, but I'm only going to read 2 here, okay? Because I don't want to make these, really long. All right, so go there, check them out and things of that such. These are the titles, so you know which pile goes with which. We can all be winners. Interpersonal effectiveness, giving and receiving compliments. Interpersonal effectiveness, nonverbal cues, milk, and introduction to acts. Okay, so let's go into the first 2 parts. Now I'm reading off of here, so be mindful. All right, so we can all be winners. Tip: strive for win-win solutions in relationships rather than trying to be the one who is right. Activity: ask the group to find a partner and stand facing them and ask them to imagine that there is a line on the ground separating them. Then tell the group, I will give you 20 seconds to get the other person to the side that you are on. Now, go. You will likely see a lot of chaos, but sometimes a pair just quietly switches sides. After time is up, offer your observations, mentioning that we often think that we win only if someone else loses. Ask one of the pairs that quietly switch sides to demonstrate what they did. Nothing that if we have a win-win mentality, everybody wins. Oh, sorry, noting. I don't know why I said nothing. Okay, going to the next one. Interpersonal effectiveness, giving and receiving compliments. Tip: it may feel uncomfortable for you to accept compliments, but with practice, it becomes easier. Activity: ask the group how many of them have a hard time receiving compliments by a show of hands. Discuss why accepting compliments is difficult, and this can also touch on self-esteem issues. To promote the comfort with both giving and receiving compliments, have each group member go around and give a compliment to the person next to them. Then that person practices accepting the compliment. Discuss and giving the next person a compliment until everyone has had a turn, okay? Sorry, it's blurry, y'all. Both giving and receiving compliments assertively is a gift you give to others. I'm sorry, I got like really blurry at the end, but it's gonna be posted. The pictures is gonna be posted on the community board, like I said previously. Okay, so if this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe. Also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe. Also comment. Thank you. All right, pal number 3. This is your reading for what is your ex telling people about you and why the relationship ended. We're going to start off with their energy, and then we're going to lead to what they're saying about you and why the relationship ended. Okay, so this person's energy right now is they're in ideal stages, they're in trying to grow stages, wanting to grow stages, but then they find themselves going backwards. It's like this person is the type of person that wants all their ducks in their rows. So it's like, okay, so I'm in the Knave of, what is this? The Knave of Pentacles energy, okay? So I got my game plan on how I want my life to go, my survival skills, how I want my career, what I want to do. I got the ideas, the blueprint down. So that's good. Then over here with the swords, okay, how I strategically execute this plan and things of that such. Got to get that in order. So they got that in order, okay? And then they have the Pentacles of Night. So they're putting action to this plan, okay? But instead of continuing to go through the actions and things of that such, they then have to be like, okay, well now my love life, I need to get it to this stage and things of that such. But this is more of writing things down, trying to get things, from thought to paper and things of that such. Then I want the thoughts to be able to articulate it because I need to let these people know. It's like they're trying to get all their ducks in a row instead of just moving, and continuing, on. They are just like, they have to be more organized. before moving on to the next steps. They want everything to move together versus I got this and that, so now I need to move to this and that. But because I don't have that and that, I need to stay here and get that and that with this and that so that I can move all of this and that together. And so it's making them more slower than others are moving, like, if you get the job and opportunity, you going towards it. If your love life not, one day that'll get right, and then, you'll move along with it. But until then, you got to get your money together, your security together, and things of that such. This person's like, no, even though I've been given this opportunity, I'm going to move, but not too fast, because I need to bring my love life. I need to find somebody that I want to be with, that I can, tolerate, and they can tolerate me. And then I need to be able to, it's just like they just want everything to move together at one pace versus, just moving, So that's the energy that they're in and the energy that they are trying to acquire. All right, so let's move on to what they are telling people about you and why the relationship ended. All right, so what are they saying about you? They're saying you are a liar, okay? You are a flat-out liar. You made it seem like you were going to fight for the relationship, fight with them to obtain whatever it is that y'all were trying to attain together. Y'all had this game, y'all had this goal, y'all had what y'all was trying to do and how y'all was going to reach it, and then out of nowhere, you dismantle that shit. Like, you just, dropped the ball, said fuck it, and moved the fuck on. And it's like, you really fucked their head up because, once they put their ideas down on paper and they X that out as in this is what we already going to conquer and things of that such, and you came and you just fucked it up, it really fucked their head up, and they don't like that shit. They do not like how you move when you move like that, and especially they feel like you didn't have no reason to move like that, okay? This person is telling people that you are trying to reconcile with them. This person is telling people that whoever you left them for is left you too. Like, they left you, you left them, and then they left you, and things of that such. They feel like you had to really learn a lesson, a karmic fucked up lesson. Like, how you hurt them is how you got hurt by the other person that you left them for. Now you're trying to come back. Or for some, you reconciled with an ex that left you lonely and left you hurt, and they had to help you heal from that situation, and here you go running back to them after you told them how y'all was gonna be together, y'all was gonna make things happen, y'all was going to build, y'all was gonna get married, y'all was really going to just, have this fulfilling life. And they really, really believed you because they didn't have a reason not to, not to trust you. They always feel like they could trust you and things of that such. And so they feel like the relationship ended because you left to go be with an ex that already did you dirty, and or you left to go be with someone else, and that person still ended up doing you dirty, and then you tried to reconcile with them, but it didn't work out, or you tried to reconcile with the ex, however y'all feel it, that's what they telling people, and you really just fucked their head up, fucked their heart up, fucked their situation up, and that's why they're back at the drawing board. That's why they're back in that type of energy, because how can I move on when the plan, the ideas that I had to move on with this person didn't go through because they ended that shit. They deaded that shit, and for their happiness or whatever they felt would bring them happiness. So they really don't fuck with you. Like, they really don't like that shit. They don't like how you moved. They don't like how you did that shit. And they feel like you got your karma because whoever you went with did you like that, or already did you like that, and that's just you running back to history that you already know is going to destroy you. 10 of Wands. All right. This person does not think, they think highly of you because they got the Queen of Pentacles up here, which is the wife, the mother, the lover, things of that such. So they do think highly of you, but because of how you moved and what you did, it's like, I don't even give a fuck about that shit no more. Like, I still, have feelings for this person. Well, nah, they feelings starting to go away. They feelings starting to go away because they inside this type of energy, 10 of Swords. Their feelings are starting to try to go away because, you did what you did to make you happy with your other person, and y'all stopped y'all shit, and that was fucked up. I was fucked up because y'all had a real connection. They feel. All right, so we're gonna. I don't know if y'all still want to keep going because this person's not letting go of that mind frame. They're not letting go of what they feel happened in the relationship, why they ended, okay? They're stubborn, they're sticking to it, and that's just it, okay? So we can keep going. If you were trying to see something that come out better, you got the Five of Swords. It's not coming, all right? So this person's just pissed, all right? And they're stuck in that energy, trapped in it. All right, so let's go to your group therapy. I know Spirit like keep going, keep going. I'm like, nah, I don't really see nothing positive in these cards. It's mostly like tearing you down because the other person really wants to get this out to you and tell you how much of like a bee you are and how horrible you are and how conniving you are and how you just give away what was theirs or what was y'all's to build to someone else, and it's just horrible and you're a horrible person for doing that, and y'all really had this goal, this plan, and y'all should have saw it through, and one day you will see because you would try to build with someone else and it's not going to come to fruition. That's what this person feels. Let's go to your group therapy cards. All right, pile number 3. This is your group therapy cards, okay? This can pertain towards the reading, or it can just be something that you need to focus on in general. You have more than 5. All will be posted on the community board on my channel, but we're going to focus on these 2, okay? So we have coffee break and what's your mantra. So we're going to start with coffee break. Tip. Positive thinking can be an incredibly useful strategy to challenge problematic thoughts. Activity. Pass out a coffee filter and a pen to each member. On the flat bottom of the filter, ask them to write a negative thought they have. Then have them put a more rational and positive viewpoint on the top to contradict the critical thought. Then have everyone stand up and hold the filter's negative side up and drop them. When the sea of filters falls to the floor, you will notice they always turn right side up. A positive message always wins over our negative self-talk. All right, now going to what's your mantra. Tip. Mantras are personal slogans that stand for the essence of who you are and what you believe in. When they are repeated frequently, they aid in concentrating on that personal focus. Activity. Have the group discuss what their personal mantras are, if they have one, and why these are so meaningful to them. If some members don't have one, encourage them to create a mantra that depicts the essence of their values in life, okay? So remember, all of these will be posted on the community board so you can go and look at it, do some, and, help yourself grow, get unstuck and things of that such, okay? So if this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you. Alright, pattern before, this is your reading for what is your ex telling others about you, why the relationship ended, and things of that such, okay? So we're going to start off with their energy. I'm sorry if I seem a little drained. That power before you was very draining. So excuse me if the pep ain't in it, okay? So anyways, let's jump into it. This person is very ungrounded and very shaky. They're trying to become stable. They're trying to get their footing. They're trying to get out of this fast-paced type energy. They want to be in a more secure, stable type energy, but it's like they don't know how to get out of that in and out energy. It's like one minute they got the drive to go and the motivation to go and complete stuff, but then they drop the ball. One minute they're able to articulate their feelings, their stance on things, and the next minute they drop the ball, and it's like they have to, go back to the drawing board and put things down so that they know what they're going to say, when they're going to say, how they're going to move, when they're going to move, things of that such, how they're going to secure back, things of that. But it's like when they start executing it, it works for a minute and then it just drops. This person doesn't know how to keep their stability. They don't know how to keep grounded. They don't know how to keep going when the tough gets going. It's like when they fail, they feel like that everything is just done. Everything is just down and out. They got to start all over, and they don't want to start all over because they work so hard to get where they are, and they always make it up to the night position. Like they make it all the way past the ones, all the way to the night position, and then they drop the ball, and then they start over, and then they just feel like, each time it's just ciphering away from their energy, their happiness and things of that such. This person seems to be in a depressed mind frame, but they will always try again, but it's just getting back to that trying stage after the failure. Okay, this person is stuck in a revolving cycle, they feel, because I don't see a revolving cycle. I just feel like sometimes it takes people a longer time to get up when they've been knocked down, and it's okay, because as long as you get back up, that's all that matters. You got to keep going. And you never really start back over from position one when starting over. You always start over with a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more of what not to do and things of that such. And this person does not see that positive side, and they don't realize it. But if you think about it, when you start back over from one and you're able to get back to the night every time, that means you're starting over with the knowledge of what you left off on. You just got to figure out how to get past that night stage now. It's something when you get to that night stage, maybe it's insecurity, self-doubt, things of that such, that's not pushing you past it. But if you would just, sit back at that night stage and just sit there and just really look at the pros and the cons, what not to do, what you did do last time that didn't go through and things of that such, and do it differently, you might get past that night stage, And I don't mean to preach to the person, but this person really needs a push, That's what it feels like. This person needs a push. They need a pusher. They need somebody to push them. And you probably got tired of pushing them, People get tired of that, All right, let's go to what they're telling people about you and why the relationship ended. Alright, so this person is saying that you are extremely toxic. You are very codependent. This person is saying that even though you are very, empathetic, compassionate when it comes to them, you know how to nurture them, you know how to love on them, you know how to also emotionally manipulate, they feel like you sometimes use those tactics to get them to do things that that they don't want to do and things of that such. They feel like you are always trapped in your head, always insecure about something, and it's like you only see the outcome and you don't help them get to the outcome. You see the victory, but you don't teach them or show them or push them or help them get to the victory. It's more like once they feel like they moved up in a job position, like let's say this, y'all in a relationship, and they come home and say, I just got this promotion. I'm now the CEO of Inc. And then then you telling everybody, oh, me and my husband, we the CEO, Inc. Like, you doing that stuff. And then they like, hold up, not we, I'm the CEO of Inc. And it's like, you aren't helping them get there. They're the ones, staying up at night, building their resume, building the things of that such so that they can get to where they're trying to get. They're the one that's doing everything. They're the one that's cooking. They're the ones that's cleaning. They're the ones that's washing. They're the ones that's doing everything. It's like you come up with the fantasy of where y'all want to be, where y'all choose to be later on in life, but you don't help them get there. And they find it fucked up because they know you have the drive to do it. They know you have the capabilities to do it, but it's like they feel like you're lazy. They feel like you don't want to execute it though. You feel like once they secure a certain position, you'll just tag onto that and then you'll build from there. But they feel like that's not fair. They feel like y'all should both be doing the groundwork and build up together, okay? They feel like you're using their resources versus creating your own resources, and then y'all come together and using those resources together. Y'all are only using theirs, okay? They're telling people that you walked away from them emotionally, because you just felt like you were entitled to something else. They feel like you were emotionally abusive. They felt like you were just not the nicest person all of the time. And even though there's a lot of cups here, they feel like it was more on the manipulation side versus the love side. They care about you, they love you, and some of them even still want to be with you, but they feel like you need to let go of something that is holding you down and stressing you out and pulling you down, because it pulls them down and keeps them from moving forward and things of that such, and they don't like that shit. They are blaming you for a lot. I ain't saying this is you, because this could be them. This could be them, and they're projecting it on you and telling others so that they don't look bad. Because, I mean, you're the one that's gone, and they're the one that's here, and they're the one who got to deal with people's mouth and people's rumors and things of that such, okay? So, yeah, and there's some people you just feel like you need to take a break and figure you out and things of that such. So you decided to leave, you know? You decided to leave and up and go. And they tried to object to it, but you just decided that you wanted to leave and go on your own and find your own pace, your own passion, and things of that such, okay? So that's what this person is saying. Like I said, if it's not you and it's them, then they're projecting, of course, which makes sense from what I read from the other place, okay? Because it seemed like you on your business, on your money, okay? So, yes, so let's go to your group therapy cards, okay? This person may have tried to come back, but they feel like you are determined to move on, or you tried to go back and they are determined to move on and forward and find their own happiness and their own peace, as vice versa you, if they're the ones, okay? Because I feel like for some, this person is like majorly projecting, and for some, this actually happened. You actually did the shit. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and move on and stop arguing with people. If the relationship done, just let it go. Don't argue with them over social media. Don't argue with them over things that, don't matter no more. Don't send sly jokes. Don't send, sly underhand comments. It don't matter no more. The shit is over with. It's done with. If you don't want to be with them, move on. They don't want to be with you, they need to move on. It's just that simple. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but it's a lot of energy and a lot of back talking and a lot of disrespectful comments is going on here, and the energy is like taking over me, and it's making me aggressive, which means I know y'all are aggressive. So just leave the energy alone. Leave this person alone, because this type of energy is the energy you're trying to be in, whether they're projecting or not. Let's go to your group therapy cards. All right, pal number 4, this is your group therapy cards. You have more than 5. All will be posted on the community board on my channel. All right, but we're going to focus on these 2 right here. Growth mindset, emotional regulation, opposite actions, okay? So these can be something that you need to focus on, or this can pertain towards the reading, whatever the case may be, okay? So we have growth mindset. Those who have a growth mindset are happier than those with a fixed mindset. Activity. A fixed mindset sees achievements as the measure of self-worth, leading to a sense of failure when goals are not met. A growth mindset focuses on the importance of effort and learning, which leads to resiliency. Example, fixed mindset. I'm really bad at relationships. Growth mindset. I am working hard to improve my relationships. Have group members take turns stating which type of mindset describes them best, offering an example. Transform each fixed mindset example into a growth mindset, okay? Change your mindset and you change your life, all right? Emotional regulation, opposite actions. Tip. We can change our unhealthy behaviors by learning how to react in the opposite way. Ask the group if there are behaviors they would like to change during stressful times. Offer an example such as, do you tend to raise your voice if you are angry and upset? Have them imagine instead that they decrease their volume rather than increase it, and ask how that could change the situation. Ask the group to share at least 2 examples of opposite actions they can take to replace problematic behaviors. Using opposite actions offers us a sense of empowerment and control over our lives, okay? So again, all of these will be posted on the community board on my channel. If this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe, also comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, also comment. Thank you.